Good morning, Miracle Swingers. Today's theme is all about simplifying your game, okay? So I think the great problem with modern golf is there's just too much info out there. You don't know what to follow. I went through it for 20 years. I read every magazine, tried every tip every month, and it just made my life miserable. Oh my God, it was terrible. But everything has changed this year since I started the over-the-top miracle swing because I just hit the ball solid. Now that I trust my swing, I can focus on my short game and putting. And these things, it's like, it's just become so much simpler for me. And when I play in the skins game against the top guys in the area, their games are simple. They're not doing crazy stuff, you know? And I wanted to read a note I got from a subscriber named John, who's a very good golfer who started the OTT swing. He tells me, I recently joined MSE TV after watching many OTT videos on YouTube. I've been a competitive golfer for 40 years, played college Division I, and carry a plus 1.4 handicap. So OTT isn't just for beginners that are struggling. It's for everybody all the way up through pros. So he goes on to say, I saw some of your videos about Snead, Hogan, and Jones and the OTT move. During my warm-up round for State Senior Stroke Play Championship in May, I tried the move and it felt solid. So I went with it. Shot rounds of 78, 71, 72, and tied for 18th. I stayed with it during my club championship a few weeks later and shot 72, 71, 78, and won by 7 shots. This past weekend, I continued using OTT at a 54-hole invitational event and shot 71, 68, 68 for a total of 3 under par and won the senior division by 2 shots. I wanted to pass that along and say thanks for documenting and sharing your golf journey. Best wishes, lots of fairways, greens, and birdies, John. So that's a testimonial from a plus 1.4 handicap who played Division I college golf and has started the OTT move. I've literally got hundreds of these I could read to you. So today's video is about simplifying your game. And if you have a dozen swing thoughts of all the things I was trying to do, drop it under, lay it off, shallow it out, where's my weight got to be? I could actually hit the ball if I had all dozen things working at the same time. I don't think about that anymore. I just take it inside, swing over the top, and hit down on the ball. That's basically it. So I'm going to talk today about my 4 swings that I do on the golf course. That's it. From driver to putter, there's 4 things that I do. So I'm going to take you through those things in today's video, and this video is a lot of value. It's simple. So Bruce Lee said, the height of cultivation leads to simplicity, and I'm honored to say that's the point of my life at 53 years old right now. That golf is now finally being refined to something simpler, and I want it to be simpler for you. So get MSE TV, watch the over-the-top miracle swing, watch my chipping, putting, pitch shot, wedge, all those videos that make it simple. Once you simplify your technique, then you can attack. That's what today's video is about. I'm going to talk a little about my martial arts background. So, the philosophy behind elite martial arts is the same philosophy behind golf. So guys, I love you. If you want an online lesson, hit me up, lessons@myswingevolution.com. I can coach you no matter where you are. If you're in the snow and you've got a golf ball net you can hit into, we can work on your swing. We can refine this OTT move. A lot of people just need a little tweak here and there to be able to refine this move. But I want you to play the best golf of your life, because I am too. I've got so much to tell you about that I'm waiting to share. So let's get into today's video on my 4 simple moves to play great golf. Hey guys, as always, I'm thinking about how to get better. And my thought today is I've only got 4 things to think about. So I have my putting stroke where I'm letting the putter fall on the back of the ball. I've got my basic chipping stroke. I can do it with everything from my lob wedge through my 8-iron. I have my basic iron shot where turn around my left leg, hit down on it with my over-the-top swing. And then I have my driver swing, which is inside and up, and I turn around my right leg and keep my head behind the ball. So really, I've only got four shots. And there's other shots I may need to pull out of my bag of tricks, but I really just need those 4 shots. And the reason I think about this is I was thinking about my friend Eddie Bravo was talking about his teacher, Jean-Jacques Machado, who's one of the greatest jiu-jitsu masters in the world. And he had like 2 submission moves. Like, good luck trying to keep him from getting you with those 2 moves. He could do hundreds, but there were 2 that he was a master at. So I just want to master these 4 things now. I'm trying to get rid of things that aren't helping me, and I'm trying to focus on the things that I know can bring me good results. All right, guys, so I have got a lot of golf coming up. 4 of the next 5 days I'm playing, and here I'm preparing my putter. So as we can see here, I've just got 5 balls lined up. They're like 9, 12, 15, 18, and probably 21 feet, something like that. They're about 3 feet apart. And I'm just rolling these balls in there, and I'm trying to tell myself, I know how to putt. You know how far away the hole is. Just roll the ball to the hole. It doesn't have to be too complicated. If you've worked on your fundamentals, you should be able to do just fine. Here I am, I've got my 5 golf balls, and all I'm working on is a basic chip. So I can do this basic chip with everything from my lob wedge to my 8-iron. 7-iron, it goes really, really low. That's like pure bump and run. But here, I'm just trying to land it over the fringe with my 54-degree wedge. Now, I play the ball off my back foot. I keep my weight on my front foot. I choke down. You can see I probably choke down to about an inch above the metal. And then I basically do a putting stroke with a little bit of a downward blow. It's just a tiny bit of hinge and hold so I can feel the weight of the club head in my hands. So that's two kick-ins and a hole out. So, you know, I'm doing pretty well, but I've been focused on my chipping so much these last few months. It's really helped me to become a much more confident player with my irons because of the fact that I'm not scared to death of missing a green. You know, it strengthens all of your golf if you become a really good chipper. So as I mentioned, you know, it just feels so good to know that, I mean, honest to God, that'd be a birdie and 4 pars. You know, I mean, these balls are literally right by the cup. So now I'm going to talk about the first swing that I do, and it's basically a golf swing that delivers a downward blow. Okay? This is every swing from my lob wedge, which I have in my hands right here, my 60-degree, through my 3-wood. There's only 2 golf clubs that you hit with a level to ascending blow. That's your putter and that's your driver, okay? But everything else you're hitting down on. You know, you may with a lob or a sand shot also get under the ball, but I'm talking about, you know, every shot except for a tee shot until you're on the green, you're going to deliver a downward blow. And my focus is to turn around my left hip. You see how I'm going here? My left leg is the central pivot for a downward blow, because that allows my shoulders and the club to make a descending blow down and through the golf ball. I do this all the way through my 3-wood. So here I'm just knocking down these short flags with this lob wedge. Want to make sure that I keep my head steady. That's one of the keys that I have here, is keep my head steady and hit down and through the ball. Alright, so now I'm going to switch to a 9-iron. We've got a 3/4 front view, and this is just to continue to show that I'm pivoting around that lead leg. When I take the club back, I essentially take my right leg and press my right hip behind me, but I don't shift into my right leg. My weight kind of turns in a barrel. That's the old way that Jack Nicklaus used to talk about it, was, you know, we're turning in a barrel. We're not shifting to the right or sliding to the right. Now this is the difference. I'm going to wind up around my right leg with this driver because I want to catch this ball with an ascending blow. So I'm winding up, my pressure goes left in my transition, and then I stay back behind the ball. As you can see with this little split grip drill, I'm keeping my head behind the ball. So what I'm telling myself at this stage in my golf, as I become more serious and I start playing with better and better players, is I know how to putt. I've got a reliable, basic chip shot. I hit down on my irons, and I hit up on my driver. So that's all you have to play elite golf. So I hope this helps you out, guys, and I hope you hit them long and hit them straight.
Are you ready to experience your very own miracle? Christo Garcia, the man who swung as Ben Hogan on the Golf Channel's special Hogan, has created the most controversial and effective golf training program in history.
The old PGA pros, they had this much simpler kind of wisdom. That's what I'm talking about, my friend.
What made the most sense was learning how to put leverage on the shaft.
It's a miracle.
That's the OTT.
Do you have a burning desire to get better at golf?
Like that.
Are you frustrated by overcomplicated modern golf instruction? Well, your prayers have been answered.
OTT!
Now's your chance to learn the over-the-top miracle swing. Only at myswingevolution.com.